Hello and welcome to Normal Maths. This video is about decimals. So, a decimal point is used to separate whole number parts from fractional parts. This is the decimal point. This is the units, this is the tens, and the 7 is called the hundredths. This part of the number is the fractional part, and this is the whole number. So this is called the tenths, this is called the hundredths, and this 4 is called the thousandths. The 1 of the fractional part means 1 over 10. The 6 means 6 over 100, and the 4 means 4 over 1,000. Ordering decimals. So we have to arrange the following from smallest to largest. So it's easier to make all the numbers have the same amount of decimal places. This number, for example, has 2 decimal places. This one has 1, this one has 3. So as you can see in this list, the maximum amount of decimal places is 3. So we might as well make them all have 3 decimal places. You just add a 0 to every number to make it have 3 decimal places. So we added 1 0 because it was already 2, and we added 2 zeros to this one because it was already 1. This one already has 3 decimal places, and so does this one. This one has 2 decimal places, so we add a 0. This one has 1 decimal place, so we add 2 more zeros. Then we have to arrange them from smallest to largest. So the smallest number in this list is this, 6.100, because the whole number is the smallest out of all these, and the fractional parts is smaller than these ones with 6. So we put that there. The next smallest is 6.140, so we put it there. Then 6.146, so we put it next. Then 7.210, put it there. Then 8.100, so we put that next in the list. And finally 9.032, so that's the biggest. Equivalent fractions and decimals. So when the denominator is a factor of 10, 100, 1,000 and so on. 1 means the decimal place is after the number. So when it's over 10, we move it 1 back. So the answer would be 0.1 because it would be there, the decimal point. The next one, 1 over 100. So we move the decimal place because it's after, because it's 100, we move it back 2 places. So it would be 0.01. This one, 1 over 1,000, the decimal point is there, and we move it back 3 places. So the answer will be 0.001. The same with these, 6 over 10 would be 0.6, 94 over 100 would be 0.94, and 315 over 1,000 would be 0.315. We can convert any fraction to a decimal by dividing the numerator by the denominator. For example, 1 over 10, to make it into a decimal we divide 1 by 10, as written like this. And we can do it by normal division. How many tens are in 1? 0. Then we put a decimal point there and put a 0 here. How many tens are in 10? 1. 1 times 10 is 10. And subtract them. And there's no remainder, so the division would be done, and the answer would be 0.1. So this one's 1 over 2. So we divide the numerator by the denominator, and that would be 1 divided by 2. So we do it the same way as like I did that one. 1 divided by 2, 0. Put the decimal point there and put a 0 there. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Then you do 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract them and there will be no remainder, so that's done. And the answer would be 0.5. We do this one in the same way as I did those. 7 divided by 16. It would equal, once you've done it, 4375. So now we can convert decimals to fractions. This is 0.1, and this only has one decimal place, so the answer would be over 10, and that would be 1 over 10. This one has one decimal place also, so the answer would be over 10, and put the 8, so that would be 8 over 10. And both these numbers can be divided by 2, so when you simplify it, it would equal 4 over 5. This one has two decimal places, so the answer would be over 100, so that would be 20 over 100. And once you divide those both by 20, it would equal 1 over 5. Now this one has three decimal places, so the answer would be over 1,000. So it would be 500 over 1,000, and both those numbers can be divided by 500. So when you simplify it, it would equal 1 over 2. Thank you.